Hi, this is Jeff Schiffman, co-owner of Boombox Library, and I'm going to help you get started with your sound design toolkit. This is step 3 in the getting started process, setting up your sound design toolkit to work with Pro Tools. So let's get started. Before we dive in too deep, I want to make sure you followed all of our video steps in getting started installing your sound design toolkit. Good to go? Okay. So we're going to click on the Touch OSC bridge to make sure that that is running in the background. You can see it up here in your system icon dock. Now, if for any reason you do a restart, make sure you relaunch Touch OSC Bridge. Otherwise, the iPad won't be able to communicate with your computer. So you're going to want to locate the Downloads folder where you've downloaded the Robotic Creations product folder. And inside there is a Pro Tools template. So go ahead and double click. I'm going to save mine to the desktop just to make things easy. Now that we're inside our Robotic Creations Pro Tools template, we're going to check our Setup menu under MIDI, MIDI Input Devices, and see if the box next to Touch OSC Bridge is checked. If it's not, go ahead and check it now and click OK. Next up, let's load an instance of Contact. On the Robotic Creations track here at the top, click on Inserts, find your instrument for Contact, and double-click the one that says Stereo, not Stereo 5.1. Contact loads up, we click on Files, Load, and in that same folder, Robotic Creations Multi. You may get a warning like this, that's fine, just go ahead and click yes. Now there's missing samples because we haven't relinked to them yet, so go ahead and click Browse for Folder and click on Robotic Creations Library. That's where all the library files are. Click Choose. Now you'll see they're progressively loading all of our files into all of our instruments. That can happen in the background. Next up, we need to check that all of our MIDI ins and outs are wired correctly. So Q5, our first instrument in the chain here, go ahead and click on MIDI Input. Predefined Touch OSC Bridge, Channel 1. Then we're going to go down the line here, clicking Channel 2, Channel 3, Channel 4, and Channel 5. Now we know all our inputs are wired correctly for your personal system. Again, as far as outputs go, we're going to do the same thing. Robotic Creations Contact 5 MIDI in, Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. And then down at the bottom here, we have our monitor and recording section. You need to make sure that the button for input monitoring is turned on. You'll know it is if it's green. If not, go ahead and click it now. In order to record on here, you'll also want to record arm the track. We need to record arm all of our MIDI as well. So click on the very top MIDI channel, hold Shift and click the very bottom, and then holding Shift and Option, click to toggle the record buttons. You'll see them all flashing here. Then you know they're all ready to go. Now, if these aren't record armed, you actually won't be able to hear any of your work. So make sure this step is done. Great. Now, the last thing to do is to go up to the File menu, click Save As Template, and then give yourself your own name. I'll just name mine with initials for now, and click OK. Now, the next time you go ahead and open that template that you created, everything will be wired exactly the way it needs to be, and you won't have to go through these steps again. All right, great. You finished setting up your sound design toolkit with Pro Tools, and you're ready to start designing. Next, watch our Getting Creative with the Sound Design Toolkit and your iPad video to learn how to make the most out of your new sound design toolkit.